Okay, I'm going to stop here. I'm going to go over a few things with you. Alright, first of all, what I'm using is a top stitch size 110/16 needle. It's a size 16 top stitch needle. And this is the best needle to use for embroidery with metallic thread. Now, I normally use a 14, but the fabric that I'm testing on is a suede upholstery fabric. In my last video, I showed you this fabric. This is like that Santa Claus, I call it, that they make the Santa Claus suit out of. It's kind of like that material. And I decided to try. Now, I'm probably going to get a hoop burn here, but this is just a sample test. If I were to do this for a real project, I would float this. As you can see, I was getting flawless results. This is my Singer Futura Quintet. I saw a comment on one of my previous videos from a while back and asked if I still use this machine, if I still like it. And I'm like, yeah, I still use it. It's great. I love it. Now, what kind of bobbin thread am I using? I'm using pre-wound. This is 60 weight pre-wound bobbin. And remember, this is a class 15J bobbin. Your singers take a class 15J bobbin. This is metallic thread. I'm using I have a different setup because I rearranged some things here. Let's go over a couple setups here because a lot of you are newbies to this machine. This machine is very temperamental. One thing we found when sewing with this machine is that the thread likes to pop out of this little, let's see if I can get that in here. You know, when you thread that, the thread likes to pop out. So I put a couple of these, they call them fridge clips, and it's by 3M. Command clips by 3M, and these particular models called fridge clips. They're hard to find now. They used to be really easy to find. And then one day I discovered these and I posted them on a few Singer Facebook groups. And then everybody was writing saying, I can't find them, I can't find them. And I must have made a lot of money for 3M that year because everybody was suddenly out of them everywhere. Anyway, so let me go over here. Okay, so the metallic thread is coming up onto, this is my other industrial thread stand here. It's coming up here to my Martelli Kwik Spin. This is made for using metallic threads, and this is a small one, but I adapted it to work for a bigger spool. I got a cottage cheese lid on here, and I have some felt, and it just works fine for me. This is on ball bearings. You got to remember, metallic threads have to be fed from the side. You don't want to feed them up like this because they will kink and break, and that's why people have issues. So this comes off from the side, it goes through this thread stand guide, comes down, let me show you, it comes down, clicks into one of my guides here, then clicks in the guide here and there, and it prevents the thread from hiccuping or going backwards, on you and stuff like that. And you can see, as you saw, I was having flawless results. Alright, so let's go over some more thread. Sometimes when I use these spools of thread horizontally, they could do a hiccup. So you got a couple things you want to do. You want to make sure you have your spool cap, and you can use a thread net. Thread nets come in many different things. They will look like a pair of pantyhose, or they look like a fish net, or like this was this is a big one for a big spool, but I made this. This is just a knit. I serged it. And if I have thread that is very loose, like say like this, I will wrap it around that, keep it in line. Hold on a minute. Okay, so these are the thread nets, and they sell these. You can buy these. They're thread nets. They usually come with your serger, and you could put that if you're going to use the spool thread in the horizontal position. That prevents it from doing a hiccup, because sometimes this machine likes to do hiccups with your thread. Now, this here can also be used right here. This is you get this from a Janome dealer. This was originally made for the Janome Miracle Stitch foot, an attachment. This is an attachment you could buy from your Janome dealer. It fits right over your spool pin. You get this at the Brother. You get these spool pins at your Brother or Baby Lock dealers. But this cup here is from a Janome. Okay? That fits right over like that. You see that? Alright. So, what that does is, if you use smaller spools of metallic thread, you fit it on there, and it acts like that big Martelli that's on a ball bearing, because when the thread comes off, it glides. See, it's like a ball bearing. I'm just barely pulling this with my 2 fingers, and that's what you want. You want no resistance. Okay, if you've got thread and you're pulling it and there's resistance and it's hard, don't load it in your machine. It's going to cause drag. It's going to pull your needle, and it's going to break your needle. And you're going to get burrs on your throat plate and your bobbin case. So metallic thread always has to be fed from the side like this. Okay, this is a device they no longer make. Some people were able to get it. It's called a Wonder Thread Guide. I'm only telling you about it because you see it here. But what it was designed to do, if you use metallic threads, like you use specialty metallic threads, you may not have this, but you've got this. The metallic thread would go on here, and then it gets, I feature this many times, it gets pulled up in the guide up there like that, and then you put your bigger spool cap on the side here, and then it feeds off, and there's no resistance, and it keeps the thread flat so it doesn't kink and break and cause you issues. So when you know the right setup for your machine, you can make it work. Okay, so all these things I'm sharing my success with you, and you could see that I'm getting great results. So I hope this helps you all, and I'm addressing this. This is a few years later after I received these machines, and I really like them. And this is the Quintet. I have an XL 550 as well. I keep that one in my closet, and then I exchange them every so often. But you can see right now, I made a mistake on threading. The thread wasn't wrapped around this pigtail, but it was still sewing so beautifully. So let me just lift my presser foot, get my tweezers here. This was an operator error, but luckily the operator error didn't cause me some issues. So let me just wrap that around that pigtail. There we go. And by the way, I still do not like that pigtail. Okay, I don't know why they couldn't put a little bar above here with a wire or something. You can just slip it behind like most machines. Still think that's a piss poor design. All right, so let me continue, and I hope these tips helps you all. Okay, don't get frustrated. This machine is great for the price. It offers so many features. The software that comes with it does digitizing. I mean, there's so much that came with this machine. But if you're brand new to sewing and embroidering, and you're not mechanically inclined, there's all these little glitches that you need to know about to be able to drive this machine. So I do not suggest this machine for beginners. I do suggest this machine for people who are advanced. What machine do I recommend? I recommend the little brother machines you could buy at Walmart, the embroidery machine that comes with a 4x4 hoop. I recommend getting that machine to start embroidering first, and then graduate up to this machine if you can get this machine, and then graduate to even better machines from that. And why am I saying that? Because that little brother machine is so easy to use, and there's no engineering flaws with it. This machine has a few engineering flaws. And you can go back and watch my videos. Some people have that rattling noise in the bobbin that's super loud. I did in the beginning. I finally figured out how to fix it. There's a video on my channel. Just enter Bobbin Noise Fix, Singer Futura Bobbin Noise Fix in the search on my page, and it'll come up. Then these lights here, I have a whole bunch of videos that tell you about these lights, how to attach them, and how great they are. You know, look at without the light, look at that. And then with the light, see I get all this extra light out here. Wonderful. So I hope these tips help you, and don't get frustrated, everybody. Just remember, the setup is everything. The setup is everything for your success. Okay? All right. I'll talk to you all soon. Talk to you later. Bye. Another thing I want to tell you, whenever you guys ask me questions that you can listen to my video. If I don't say in the video, look at the description box below this video on YouTube and read if I have information below there, because I'm getting a lot of questions from viewers that I have already answered either in the video or in the description box underneath. Like I get people say, what is the model of that machine? Where do you get that machine? Like on some of my baby lock videos. And in the description box below, I say the baby lock, I give the model and this and that, you know, that kind of stuff. So where do you buy machines? You buy these machines from your local dealers, you know, and the internet. You could do research and find out where you buy these machines from, okay, because they're all over the place. You know, you can get machines everywhere now, online. Best bet though is to, when you're buying sewing machines, go in person, you know. So it's there's a will, there's a way. You'll find everything you need. All right. Hope that helps you all. Thank you. Bye again. I won't let this sew all the way out because I don't have time, but I just want to go over this with you guys. All right. Take care. And don't forget to join my Facebook group where you can see more information. And there's people there that are experienced that can help you even more. All right. The link for the Facebook group is below in the description box under this video on YouTube.